Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. You know, that little drone or drones or the debris of the Russian drone that fell on the Romanian territory across from the Danube River and the port city of Izmail, the Ukrainian port city that was attacked. All right, now that happened on the 4th and 5th on the evening of that those days. And the Russians did not give a shit. They attacked it again. That means they are not concerned with the Romanians claiming and the Ukrainians pointing out that drones fell and violated the Romanian airspace and sovereignty and so on. And I'm going to show you again. The Russians again hit the port infrastructure and the grain silos or wherever they keep the grain over there. I'm not saying that that's a good thing or not. I'm just saying that they don't care if NATO gets involved in a hot war, which they are involved already, but not really in an open, hey, hot war with Russia. So let me show you this little article coming from the Detroit News, and it is from today, the 7th of September, 2023. Russia attacks port area of Izmail for 4th time in a week as Blinken visits Ukraine. So again, they don't care. Let me show you where the port city of Izmail is. So this is Ukraine, this is the Black Sea, this is Romania. We have the Danube River flows like this, then crosses Romania, and then goes here, and from here is the border between Romania and nowadays the country called Ukraine. So Izmail is right here. So this is the Black Sea, here is the Danube River, here is Izmail. This is where the supposed drone debris fell, right here on the other side of the Izmail city. Now this is where the Russians again attacked the grain facilities, and let's see what they say the Russians did. Russia attacked the Ukrainian port city of Izmail for the 4th time in 5 days, Ukrainian officials said Thursday, in what has become a sustained campaign to target Ukraine's ability to export grain. Correct. The Danube River port area was attacked with Shahed drones aiming at civilian and port infrastructure. The government of the Odessa region, Oleg Kiper, said a truck driver was wounded and grain silos were damaged, so plural. Ukrainian war crimes prosecutors inspected the wreckage. The Ukrainian military said it shot down 25 out of 33 drones launched by Russia overnight, most of them on the Odessa region, Ukraine's agriculture export hub, as well as northern Sumy region, the military said. Russia has escalated attacks on Ukraine's grain export infrastructure since mid-July, when it exited a UN-backed deal that had allowed for the safe shipping of Ukrainian grain during the war. It's okay, now the Russians do it with Turkey and the United Arab Emirates. In Russia, 5 drones were shot down from over regions Tralala, Lulu. So, my friends, the Russians seem to not care about the Romanians going and crying to NATO, which I covered it yesterday, and saying, hey, what do we do now? And the United States is deciding what is going to do in Romania because they're in charge. We have a president over there, we have a political system, we have democracy, we have all that. And I forgot to show you this, but I will show you now. Not forgot. As any other official who shows up in Ukraine, he's taken around and showed the results of the Russian war crimes, and they show them like a theme park, unfortunately, to maul more money by extorting empathy. That's what is going on right here. They show us how they shot, and I'm pretty sure the Russians can have their theme park as well and invite all these guys and say, hey, why don't you want to see what your weapons do to us, operated by some Ukrainians? But hey, what do you want? We're not here to find the truth. We're here to do things. So the same. The Russians do that for a reason. They want their grain to have control of the global grain production and exports and delivery, which is I'm not agreeing with that, but it's understandable from the Russian point of view, as it's understandable from the Western point of view. They want to destroy those guys, so they have only these guys under there. What do you think European Union wants, among other reasons, Ukraine? Not only for its strategically located position for Russia, but for grain. They want that, say, that's our. Remember Lebenstraum, I think it was called, Lebenstraum, by those bad guys in 1930s and 40s in Germany. They said we need to expand, living space. That's how they call it, living space. The same, the European Union and United States are the same thing, living space. And they take over and say, this is ours, you can't come over here, that's our. And they need food. Where they get the grain, 38% of the European Union's grain comes from Ukraine. So they don't want those guys to export anywhere, they want it here. It's ours, like in your country. I produce it here. I bypass all the taxes and all the, how do you call it, across the border transaction zone. It's in our country. It's our sphere of influence. And we fought Hitler for trying to do that. And we got 2, and now we try to have 1. We end up the same mentality of Lebensraum. Dangerous, I think. Well, thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.